Yes, greetings and welcome to all my black brothers and sisters in Africa, and greetings and welcome to all my black brothers and sisters in the diaspora. Now, the other day I was watching a YouTube video, with a brother by the name of Oshay Duke Jackson. Yes, I have to big him up. Yeah, Oshay Duke Jackson. And what he was saying, he was talking about people who are planning to visit Africa, but not so much planning to visit Africa. He was talking about people who was planning to maybe buy a property, get a house built, maybe people who's thinking about to start a business. And he was giving advice basically. What he was saying, and he said some things because he wasn't sugarcoating his words. So what he was basically saying, for those who live in America, England, Europe, the Caribbean, well, basically anywhere in the diaspora, was saying for black people who's planning to, start a business, as I said, or planning to relocate, it was saying what you should do basically is go to Africa or that environment. Let's say you're planning to live in Kenya. He was saying that basically you should network, you should go to Kenya from time to time, get to know the environment and the culture, because where you're coming from, it's not going to be exactly like where you're planning to live in Africa. Plus as well, he was saying as well, when you're over there, so you're maybe stopping over there for maybe 6 months to a year, for example, you have to make sure you can finance yourself, because, remember, you're going to have to be paying rent, maybe, obviously, taxi, food, maybe, if you like going out, nightclubbing, restaurant. And I personally think the advice he was giving, it was some good advice from my point of view. Now, I know there is some people out there who can just jump in the deep end, but for me personally speaking, that is a very big step for me. I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, because there is people who have gone to Africa for the first time. Maybe they only have £1,000, $1,000 in their pocket, and they have survived and start a business. But personally speaking, I wouldn't do that. But I'm not saying it can't work, because there is some people out there who have tried that and it's work. But there is people who's gone to Africa, and they haven't really organized or plan. You have to make sure you organize and plan. And as I said, you have to have money to sustain yourself. That is very, 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 very important. And also, it's not good to depend on donation. I mean, nothing is wrong with people donating to you and giving you a look at helping hand, but you don't really want to depend on people to help you in that sense of donated while you're staying in Africa, because let's say, for example, people who are donating, and as I said, nothing is wrong with donation. What if that donation get cut off and people stop donating to you now? How are you going to survive? Whether you're paying rent or you decide to build a house. So, personally speaking, myself, and this is just my opinion, I agree with most of what Oshay Duke Jackson was saying. You know, you have to plan, you have to organize, because it is a big step. And what Oshay Duke Jackson was saying as well, or the reason why he's saying what he's saying, because he loves black people, and I could feel it coming out of his voice. He's very passionate. I know some people might listen to the video what he was talking about. Some people probably listen and get upset, but for myself, I listened, and most of the things that he said in that video, I agree with him. Now down there I'm going to put a link of the video and the talk. And as I said, for me, I think it was good advice, because you have to remember, you know, when you're going to stay in Africa for a long time, whatever country you're planning to stay in, it's a completely different environment. But I'm not saying it can't work, because I don't really want to dampen anybody's spirit. But what I'm saying is, make sure you organize, you plan, and you have some backup. And another thing about Oshay Duke Jackson that I really like, right? He, as he said, he doesn't beg for no donation from nobody. And that's me. I don't know. You know, anywhere I go, you know, whether I'm going out with families or friends, or I'm going out and family friend them driving, whether it's a restaurant or a nightclub, even though I don't go to nightclub, wherever I'm going, even if it's a trip, I like to know that I have money in my pocket, and if things don't work out, I know that I can just get up and move on my own. Because the worst thing is when you're depending on people in that sense, and then you and them may have a disagreement, or you may fall out, and then, you know, you haven't got 0 pence or $0 or £0 in your pocket. Because I'm going to say this quick, and then I'm going to wrap this up. I've seen some people local to where I live, because I live in Birmingham, England, and some of these people are from Europe, and I've seen them just round the corner from where I live on the street begging people for money. I'm not saying that's going to happen to anybody who's planning to go to Africa, but as I said, before you make that jump, before you make that move, make sure you have money, in the sense of saying that you can finance yourself. And another thing I realized, as I said, about Oshay Duke Jackson, the man is a perfectionist, and he's a serious businessman. And I realized something about him, and I have to big him up for it. He used the best equipment, I can tell. I mean, my equipment is just standard. And another thing I really like about him, I don't agree with everything he says, but I agree with a good amount of things that he says. I realize with him, the people who's working for him, he pays the staff, he pays everybody. He's a serious businessman. So as I said, you know, his words, he doesn't sugarcoat it. I know some people may get upset, and as I said, there is people that decide to, do that big jump for the first time, probably go to Africa. I haven't got a lot of money, and for some people it works, and some people they go there for the first time, and it works out for them. But myself, I couldn't really do that. Me personally, I have to organize. I've got a daughter, and what my daughter do sometime, let's say she's planning to go away on holiday, she would book a flight today, and tomorrow she and her husband, they would catch the flight. No, I can't do that anytime I've gone away to Africa, I have to book my flight 6 months or 12 months in advance. I'm so organized. It's good in one way, but in another way, it's not too good. Anyway, all I can say to you, beautiful, lovely people out there, all my brothers and sisters in the diaspora and Mama Africa, thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I am definitely out of here.